The allure of a rustic porch living room lies in its warm, welcoming atmosphere that invites both relaxation and connection with nature. By blending organic textures, wooden accents, and an overall earthy palette, you create a serene yet stylish environment that exudes comfort and charm. For many homeowners, the porch acts as a transitional space between indoors and outdoors, and when designed with intention, it can become a fully functional living room that connects the best of both worlds. Imagine sinking into a comfy, oversized chair with a view of lush greenery, rustic beams overhead, and the gentle rustle of leaves in the background. This marriage of comfort and natural beauty is at the heart of the rustic porch living room, and when you add an indoor garden twist, the space truly comes alive. Indoor gardens bring the vitality of the outdoors into your living area, enhancing the feeling of being surrounded by nature while staying protected from the elements. The goal is to create an atmosphere that nurtures relaxation, creativity, and togetherness. When planning a rustic porch living room, your choice of materials is key to capturing the essence of rustic design. Natural materials such as wood, stone, and woven fabrics should dominate the palette, as they exude warmth and provide a tactile connection to the natural world. Think of aged wood beams, reclaimed wood furniture, stone hearths, and woven baskets to organize and store items. Each piece should feel lived in and carry a sense of history, even if it's newly purchased. By choosing sustainably sourced or reclaimed materials, you add an eco-friendly touch to the design while amplifying the rustic charm. The natural imperfections found in these materials are what make them beautiful, providing a one-of-a-kind look for your space. As you introduce an indoor garden twist, consider how greenery can soften the ruggedness of the materials. Hanging plants are tall, leafy greens can enhance the rustic ambience, while subtle potted succulents on side tables or windowsills provide pops of color and texture without overwhelming the room. Furniture selection plays a critical role in transforming your rustic porch into a comfortable living room. Opt for pieces that prioritize comfort while fitting seamlessly into the rustic aesthetic. Overstuffed chairs, cozy couches with linen or cotton slipcovers, and durable wooden coffee tables all contribute to a space that invites lingering and relaxation. When picking out fabrics, stick to neutral tones or earthy hues, such as browns, beiges, and soft greens, to complement the natural materials and colors already present. A key element in rustic design is ensuring that the furniture doesn't feel too polished or perfect. Distressed finishes, worn edges, and soft, well-loved cushions are what give the room its character. To incorporate an indoor garden twist, consider using furniture made of natural wicker or wrought tan, which adds an airy, outdoor feel to the space. Layering in plant stands or small tables that can double as spots for lush indoor plants will further enhance the connection between your furniture and the natural world. Rustic design thrives on the interplay of textures, so don't be afraid to layer different materials and patterns throughout your porch living room. Start with a base of soft, neutral textiles. Think chunky knit blankets, sheepskin rugs, and linen pillows. And then mix in more structured, rugged textures such as burlap, leather, and jute. By layering these materials, you can create a visual and tactile richness that adds depth to the design. When adding patterns, go for subtle, nature-inspired prints like florals, leaves, or geometric shapes in muted tones. These patterns will complement the organic materials without overpowering the rustic aesthetic. The trick is to keep the overall palette cohesive and grounded in nature, which means avoiding anything too bright or modern. The indoor garden twist comes into play when you strategically place plants of varying heights and leaf textures throughout the room. A tall fiddle leaf fig in one corner, cascading ivy on a shelf, and small cacti on side tables will introduce visual interest and balance the different textures in the room. One of the best ways to give your rustic porch living room a fresh, vibrant energy is by incorporating indoor plants. Plants not only purify the air, but also bring life and movement into the space. For a rustic porch, consider plants that have a slightly wild, untamed look to them, such as ferns, monstera, or even olive trees in large clay pots. The key to successfully integrating an indoor garden into your porch living room is to treat the plants as an integral part of the design rather than an afterthought. Place them thoughtfully in the corner of the room to fill empty spaces, on shelves to add height, or as centerpieces on tables for a burst of green in the middle of the room. Hanging plants are another fantastic option for small porches, as they add greenery without taking up floor space. If you're worried about maintaining real plants, opt for high-quality faux plants that look and feel natural but don't require any upkeep. One of the joys of designing a rustic porch living room is the opportunity to infuse the space with personal touches and decor accents that reflect your style. Decorative elements like vintage mirrors, weathered signs, ceramic vases, and woven baskets add character and make the space feel uniquely yours. Items like old-fashioned clocks, handmade pottery, and even a collection of antique books can be displayed to further enhance the room's rustic charm. However, keep in mind that less is more. Cluttering the room with too many items can take away from the simplicity and serenity that rustic design offers. The indoor garden twist can be incorporated into your decor accents by using plant-themed art or botanical prints on the walls. Alternatively, you could display gardening tools, terracotta pots, or a wooden trellis as part of your wall decor, keeping the theme consistent throughout the room. One of the main objectives of designing a rustic porch living room is to create a seamless transition between the indoors and outdoors. To achieve this, focus on incorporating elements from the natural world into your design, such as using outdoor furniture that works indoors or extending the same flooring material from your interior to your porch. Large sliding doors or French doors that open onto the porch further help to blend the spaces together, especially when they frame an indoor garden filled with plants that appear to spill out onto the patio. Another way to enhance the indoor-outdoor connection is to use similar decor elements both inside and outside the porch. For example, if you have rustic wooden beams inside your home, consider carrying them through to the porch to create a sense of continuity. This design philosophy helps the entire home feel connected and gives your porch living room the sense of being an extension of the indoor space. Rustic design relies heavily on neutral color palettes that are grounded in nature. So when choosing colors for your porch living room, stick to earthy tones like browns, beiges, creams, and muted greens. These colors not only create a calming, cozy atmosphere, but also allow the natural materials and indoor plants to take center stage. For a modern rustic twist, you could incorporate deeper, more saturated hues like olive green, charcoal, or navy blue as accent colors, either through your pillows, rugs, or throws. Avoid anything too bright or flashy. The goal is to create a cohesive, harmonious look that feels organic and effortless. The indoor garden twist can also influence your color choices. For example, you might choose shades that complement the plants in your space, such as light greens that mimic the leaves or terracotta tones that echo the plant pots. rustic porch living room can be easily updated for different seasons, making it a versatile space that you'll love year-round. In the fall, swap out light linens for plaid blankets and add pumpkin or gourd decorations to create a cozy autumnal vibe. For winter, incorporate wool throws, thick rugs, and twinkling fairy lights to evoke a warm, festive atmosphere. Springtime is the perfect opportunity to bring in fresh flowers and pastel colors, while summer calls for airy fabrics and bright, citrus-inspired decor. Your indoor garden can also change with the seasons. In the summer, fill the space with vibrant blooms, while in the winter, consider using evergreens or plants that thrive indoors year-round. Seasonal decor keeps the space feeling fresh and exciting without requiring a full redesign. When designing a rustic porch living room, functionality is just as important as aesthetics, especially if the space is limited. One of the best ways to maximize your porch's potential is by incorporating multi-purpose furniture. For instance, a rustic wooden bench can serve as seating as well as storage for throw blankets or gardening tools. A coffee table with built-in shelving or drawers can store board games, books, or even potted plants, keeping the space both organized and stylish. Similarly, side tables with removable tops can double as planters for your indoor garden, allowing you to bring a fresh and green element into your furniture design. Another great idea is to use ottomans or poufs that have storage inside, which not only adds an extra seat for guests, but also provides a place to tuck away pillows or magazines. By selecting versatile furniture pieces, you ensure that your rustic porch living room remains both functional and inviting, without feeling cluttered or cramped. Finally, it's the small details that pull everything together and give your rustic porch living room a sense of completion. Once you've set up your larger furniture and indoor garden elements, consider adding decorative accents that reflect your personality and make the space feel lived in. Handmade pottery, rustic lanterns, woven coasters, and ceramic plant pots can all add layers of texture and interest to the room. Consider adding a few personal touches like family photographs in rustic frames, vintage trinkets, or travel souvenirs that evoke memories and stories. Don't forget about the outdoor ambience as well. Wind chimes, bird feeders, and cozy outdoor cushions can enhance the overall experience of using the porch living room. These final touches help make the space feel cohesive, warm, and ready for relaxation or entertaining guests. The goal is to create an environment where nature, comfort, and rustic charm all blend seamlessly together, ensuring your porch living room is a space you love spending time in.